Hello and good afternoon, everybody, or good morning, or whenever you're watching this. I am Maya Moon, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my Kendrick Lamar album collection. I am very excited about this. I'm very excited to show you guys all that I have, which is literally every album, except for G and X, which I am actually getting in March. That's what Shopify is telling me that I'm gonna get it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we get it in March. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys my thoughts over all the albums, where I kind of found them, how much they cost, and just talk. Really, we're just yapping today. So first off, we're going to start with the very first actual Kendrick Lamar vinyl, which is Good Kid, Mad City. This vinyl I actually got as a present for Christmas. This album means so much to me. I remember growing up and pretty much almost every song on this album was charting on the radio. Back in the day, that's how you got your music. We didn't really have our phones to just pull out and listen to music to all the time, so we would listen to the radio in the car, and Kendrick Lamar was dominating in my childhood. Every single time you get in the car, turn on the radio, there's probably a Kendrick Lamar song, and every single song on this album, pretty much, if you don't know what rock are you living under, every American citizen and pretty much anybody else in the world should know every song off of this album. It's very iconic. Lots and lots of amazing music on here. In this album cover, a picture of Kenny when he was younger, and some of his family members, and then on the inside, I don't know why I opened it like that. On the inside, he has some photos of him and his mother, and just him and his family, and him from his childhood, and just, when he was younger, during that time in his life. And, yeah, I just really love, how homey and, family-oriented the inside of this vinyl is. This one is open, not sealed, and, yeah, I got this as a Christmas present a few years ago, my first ever Kendrick Lamar vinyl. I just decided in 2020, that's when I feel like a lot of people that I was friends with or people in my life were getting really into vinyls, and I was just like, you know what, let me join in and start collecting. And Kendrick Lamar was definitely the top artist that I just had to get, and the more and more I saw of his music and just his art throughout my entire life, I was just like, okay, yeah, I have to get every single Kendrick Lamar vinyl there is. Sorry, I just have to. And so, yeah, lots of great music on this album. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, if you don't know that. Girl, what? Backseat Freestyle, love it. Literally can recite every single word from that song. Money Trees, amazing song, amazing features on that song. Poetic Justice, we won't talk about Drake, but great song, great song. Good Kid, and then there's Mad City, great songs as well. Swimming Pools, everybody knows that song. Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst, amazing song. And Real, slept on because a lot of y'all ain't real, and that's why y'all sleeping on it. But that song is so, I could literally cry to that song. It's so amazing. Here it is, Good Kid, Mad City by Kendrick Lamar, Maya's very first vinyl. Love that album, love everything about it. Definitely worth your money, definitely worth your time. I highly appreciated it. And our next album is To Pimp a Butterfly. This one is sealed. I paid $34.97 for this vinyl. Lots and lots of great songs on there. King Kunta, probably one of my favorites from this album. The Blacker the Berry, amazing song. Mortal Man, oh my goodness, when I turned 21 on my 21st birthday, that was my song. I was the song I posted all my birthday pictures to. I love that song. I love how this album just makes you feel. It's very Afrocentric, very funkadelic, very Kendrick Lamar. Like I love this album so much. I love the cover album art. Oh my god, what am I talking about? I love the album art for this one. Very beautiful. Compton, another great song. You, all right, for sale. These walls. So many amazing songs. Sorry, I slapped myself in the face with my phone. So many amazing songs on this one. I really appreciate his artistry on this album, and yeah, I love it. No, nothing. What bad could you say about To Pimp a Butterfly? And that title alone, like, he is such an amazing album song, like album title picker. Yeah, he's such an amazing album title picker. Oh my goodness, he's such an amazing album title picker. Like, I just love all of the titles that he gives his albums. They're so very unique and very amazing, and I just really appreciate them. And they just very much tie into the story of the album and the art that you're about to listen to. And speaking of amazing album titles, next up we have the Untitled Unmastered album. This one was so much fun because I was not expecting to find this. I literally was online looking for this, and on eBay somebody has a signed version of this for like $100 or like $200 or something like that. Like they were trying to sell it online, and I was just like, okay, you know, I'll keep that one in mind, because this was one of the harder ones that I thought was going to take me years to find, or I would just have to buy it online or order it or something like that. And I'm very impatient. I'm just one of those girls who has not jumped on the shipping online shopping train. Like, I'm very much, if I want something, I need it today. Like, I don't want to wait, because then if I wait for it, I'm not gonna want it anymore, you know, other than, you know, online like clothing shopping. Yeah, girls, send me that. I'll wait on you. But anyways, this one I found in a Walmart in Sweetwater, Texas. Literally, Sweetwater, Texas was just everybody there was sleeping on Kendrick Lamar. They probably didn't even know that this was a Kendrick Lamar album, because I'm walking through the vinyl. Every single Walmart that I go to, I travel for work, and every Walmart I go to, I look for vinyls to try to find Kendrick vinyls there. And I literally saw this olive, beautiful green, just plain vinyl sitting there, and I was like, there's no way. There's literally no way this is Kendrick Lamar's album. And I picked it up, and there it freaking was. I don't know if I already told you guys how much it was, but it was $29.97, literally barely even $30 freaking dollars, and just a masterpiece sitting there in this Walmart. Who's gonna leave it? Who? Not me. I support Kendrick Lamar, okay? And y'all were sleeping on him, Sweetwater. So I had to cop, and I did get it. My favorite is probably Untitled number 7. I love that song so much. It's just a good jam. I like anything he says. I'm just like, yeah, felt, like literally felt. But yeah, that's probably my favorite song from this album. But I just love it. I feel like what I was saying to a friend is that, you know, creators are always constantly creating. It's not just something like, oh, you sit down and you have to think to create, or you have to be prompted to create something or be creative in a moment. It's constantly always just coming to you throughout life, throughout your day, through anything. Like, you're just gonna hear a melody, or you're gonna feel lyrics, or you're gonna think of a cool project to start or come up with. And I feel like that was what this album is, you know. And, you know, obviously he took those ideas and those tiny real life moments of just him feeling creativity or having these beautiful ideas come to him, and put them on this album and gave that to us. And I think that's so beautiful. I really love that. It really reminds me of Violent Crimes by Kendrick Lamar. Oh my god, what? it really reminds me of Violent Crimes by Kanye West. In that song, he says a bar about Nicki Minaj, and towards the end of the song, you actually hear a voice memo from Nicki Minaj explaining like that bar, kind of having that creative bounce back with Kanye about that bar. And I love that he threw that in there because, like, it's just so wholesome. It's so beautiful. Like, even, like, she knew about it and she, like, helped collaborate with that idea and with that bar. And I just think that's so beautiful. It's just a beautiful tribute to her and her also being involved in it. I just think that was so beautiful. And that's what this album just kind of reminds me of, those tiny little behind the scenes moments of these creative minds working, and he just gave us a whole album full of that, and I love it. It's just a great album. This is probably one of my proudest finds. Literally so proud of this one. I really did not think it would ever happen, and it did, and I'm very grateful. So yeah, our next album we have is Damn. Oh my goodness, this what I don't know what to say and what not to say about this album. Iconic, literally legendary. Like my children, for sure. My children, my grandchildren, and their children and their grandchildren will be listening and respecting this album forever, for centuries. On that. Like literally, I love everything about this vinyl. He literally I really just don't know what to say. This album saved my life. He was so, I really just don't know what to say about this album because it's just that good to me. And I really appreciate everything that he put into this album. Literally, everything that he put into it, I just enjoyed. And like y'all see, I'm literally speechless. Like, I love this album so much. Here's the front of it. And this I also got from Walmart. Actually, what am I talking about? Walmart. This one I got from Target. It took me a while because I've seen these around a lot, but I wanted a good one. And this is the 180G 2LP translucent forest green vinyls, and it is a limited edition from Target. And yeah, this was like, I saw this one and I was like, okay, yeah, this is the one I'll buy. I don't see the price on it, so I cannot tell you how much I paid from this, but we can definitely look that up and see how much I paid for this at Target. So many amazing songs. Element, I was gonna say, like, I can't pick a favorite song. I can. Element is my song. Like, I love it. I love that song so much. Just me personally, I am a very shy and, like, reserved kind of person. And I feel like he just embodied, like, how I feel, like, on the inside. Like, this alter ego inside of me is Elements. Like, if I could, like, explain to you how I feel on the inside or what, like, who I am, it's Element. It's that song. It's just amazing. I love it so much. It's such a great song. Please give it a listen if you haven't heard it before. It's so good. He slid. He bodied. No crumbs. Like, no plate. Like, you know the meme where the girl, she's, like, eating the paper plate, like, the food. Like, he ate the glass plate. Like, it's gone. There's nothing else to eat because he devoured. Okay, I love that album. I love it. All respect. Love it. Now, the next album that we have on our list is the Black Panther album. Guys, y'all will soon learn how much this album means to me. Like, if you just get to know me over time, or if you do know me in real life, you know this album literally means so freaking much to me. Between 2016 and I would say like definitely years beyond this, but 2016 to 2018 was just a really big growing period for me in my life, and just me blossoming into who I am and who I wanted to be in life. And this album really inspired a lot of that. Do not ask me what happened to it. I don't know, but it makes it unique. It makes it mine. Nobody else's is destroyed like this, and I will never be getting rid of it. I love it, and yeah, it's my Black Panther album. Okay, there's so many amazing collabs on this album. So much beautiful music. So much like I could cry to this. I could die to this. I could do anything to this album. I love it so much. He literally was the perfect artist to be on this album. During that time, I really, really, really heavily got obsessed with Marvel. And when I found out about the Black Panther movie, I was just like, I have to go see this. It was literally like the blackest thing to do. Like I know that's kind of like crappy to say, but like it literally was, and I was just like, I love that though. It was just like if you were black, you needed to go see Black Panther and support it, and like we did, and I think that's so beautiful. Like there's not a lot of black people who like are even into the comic book world or into superheroes and stuff like that, but they heard about Black Panther and they're just like, okay, yeah, let's go watch this. And I think it was just a beautiful moment in history, a beautiful moment for culture, a beautiful moment for black boys and black girls, and I loved it. I loved it. Chadwick Boseman is very inspirational to me. Very amazing guy. R.I.P. to him. I hope his family is doing so amazing. But he was just such an amazing guy. And then the director being African American as well, and literally being like, who should do the music for this film? And just Kendrick Lamar coming into his mind is just like, I appreciate that. I appreciate you appreciating him, so we can appreciate both of y'all's art together, both of y'all's creative minds and creativity together. Like, 8 down, 8 down. And as you can see, I got my Photon shirt on. But yeah, like I love Marvel, I love Kendrick, and so these two, like my rap, hip hop history plus my comic book history, like merging into one world. It was just a beautiful moment for me. I loved it. I love this album. I love Kendrick. I love Black Panther. I love the film. I love comic books. It's just a lot of love. It's a lot of love here. It's a lot of love between us, okay? And I just have so many great memories. So many great memories with the music from this album. Yes. Yes. Like, all I have to say is yes. I love it. This was a Christmas present from a friend. And I'm just very grateful. I truly think that everybody should just watch the movie and listen to this album at least once in their life. And it's completely changed my life. So maybe it could change yours too. I don't know. I don't know. But last but definitely not least, we have Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. This was such a controversial album when it first came out. And, like, I hate that people were acting like that. And, like, during the beef and everything, you know, J. Cole and Drake saying like the things that they said about this album really was like shocking to me, because you would think like an artist or creative on that scale would appreciate the art that's so real. Like, it's real. Like, they probably didn't listen to real either, did they? Probably not. But just the subjects that he's talking about on this album, how open he's being on this album, him explaining, you know, just kind of what he's experienced in life the past couple of years, and his life and everything he's like dealing with through COVID, through fame, through with his family, you know. And I just really loved this. I really appreciated the art that he gave us on here, and it was very slept on. I don't know why everybody's saying it was a flop. I love this album. everybody, I feel like, was going through it looking for that DNA, or looking for, the all right for this album. And that wasn't the point of this album. He was trying to give us something special, and it definitely is something special for sure. This is, I don't even know what to compare it to, because it's just its own baby. You get what I'm saying? It's its own. It just birthed this. It's Kendrick. It's Kendrick. Okay, it's Kendrick. All day, every day. It's Kendrick. Okay, and love that and appreciate that. If you're a true fan, if you're a true supporter, and you just, or even if you don't, and you just listen to what he's saying, you can appreciate that. But maybe some people just aren't listening, and that's okay, and that's their problem. But we over here, we heard you, Kendrick, and we love it, and we appreciate that. Okay, this one I actually got from Books A Million, and I was so happy when I saw this. We walk into the store, and they have a vinyl stack. Like, they have vinyls on a table and a circle, and on the top of the circle table, this vinyl was sitting there, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need that. I want that. I need that. I didn't know if it was on display only, or if people could buy it. So I literally just walked over there, picked it up, replaced it with some other Taylor Swift album or something, and I took this to the front counter. I was like, I'm not leaving the store without this album. I'm not gonna ask anybody. I'm not telling anybody anything. I'm not taking no for an answer. I am buying this album, and that's just the end of it. This was the only one that was in there, and it was just sitting there waiting for me. It was literally waiting for me to come and buy it, and I did. I cannot leave the store without it. So yeah, don't sleep on Books A Million. I don't know if you know what that is. I didn't know what it was. I don't even have one in the town that I was living in at the time. So I was in Ohio, and they had a Books A Million in the area that I was in. And yeah, I'm so glad that I went in that store that day. But it's just him and his family on the front. I paid $55.99 for this vinyl. $55.99 for this vinyl. It is sealed. Hasn't been opened yet. I refuse to open it, honestly. This is the back. I love the crown. I think it's awesome. It just tells a story. I just can appreciate creativity and art, and just the deeper meaning behind people who are actually putting forth the true effort in, I guess, their art and their creativity and who they want to showcase themselves as to the world. I think that's awesome. I think there's a lot of amazing songs on this album. I love the Kodak love on this album. I feel like him and J. Cole had recently been on this kick of just, giving Kodak Black his props. He is another, young Gemini rapper out there who I definitely will always support. There's a lot of Gemini rappers out there who are very slept on, or who are very unique, and people just don't put them on that level of greatness. But he is definitely somebody I will always support. His music is really good, and I think they definitely see so much great potential in him, but just his lifestyle, kind of holds him back from just letting go of the things that he's used to and growing into something bigger. But I love that he gave him a shot to be on this album. He was the perfect feature for this album. Him and Keem did amazing on all their songs together. I think he was just I don't know, he was just the perfect person to put this type of music out into the world. He took time to address a lot of serious, situations that we all kind of face in life, and I really can relate to him on a lot of the subjects that he talks about on this album, and I just really appreciate him as an artist, and I love that he just takes rest and is very open and honest with who he is and what he's going through in life at the time, and I just think that that's very beautiful. So yeah, that is the last vinyl, and like I said, in March, hopefully UPS don't be playing with me and I can have my GNX vinyl, and I can come over here and share that with you guys. Talk little bit about that vinyl if you would like to. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun talking about it. I love Kendrick. I love a lot of other artists too. So if you guys would like to see more about music or whatever, I guess just comment down below. I hope you enjoyed watching, and share some of your favorite artists or any artist collections that you're just like, I have to have every single one of their vinyls, and we can talk about it. But yeah, you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I guess I'll see you in another video. Bye.